What? What'd you say to me, you bitch? Don't ever say that to me. I'll buy as many books as I want. Oh. Welcome to Omnibros Live, where I'm home alone, obviously.
You're going to get a text from your wife. I heard what you said.
I'm watching live right now. I heard what you said.
Oh, my
Heyo, I'm OmniDog. Welcome to Omnibros Live's hauls, previews, and reads. Thank you for tuning in to the show. I'm joined by my co-host, Comics Guide. How's it going, buddy? Comics Guide. How you doing? Oh, okay.
Good.
And how are you doing, Week in Geekdom?
Doing pretty well. Excited to be here.
Nice. I also am excited to be here. I just got off like a 45-minute phone call with T-Lar Blunt, and the more I talked with him, the better I felt. I had sort of a crappy day, and I figured a good way to keep going, talking to people, getting my mind off of my pain, is to go on Omnibros Live, sponsored by InStockTrades.com, and talk about Omni-Gideon that's coming up. Or, Gio, Omni-Gideon Falls, Bros Live.
It's a new show.
Nice. Dude, well, you were fast with that.
Also, just shout, I will buy the Deja Thor statue.
I got Deja Thor, and I know what to do with her. Don't you dare question me.
Oh, look at that. Super Squad D's here. It's duo. Nice.
Yeah.
It's just too
yeah,
good.
you need a mic upgrade, Super Squad D. Yeah, you do.
Come on, Super Squad D. Hi, guys. Nice WWE promo, Jess.
Okay. I don't know the WWE, but if it sounded like it, is that a wrestling reference? Like they yell at each other or something?
That's a wrestling reference. Good job. Not bad.
That's what Tyler does. I'll go, yeah, I need that statue. And he goes, yeah, you do. And it drives me crazy. So that's why I just said, yeah, you need this microphone.
Ooh, maybe you should be Savage Sword.
Savage Sword of OmniDog? Okay, just a sec.
Nice.
Omni-Gideon Live, where we have a lot of books coming out this week.
Is this a big week?
I think so.
It's a chaotic Marvel week.
Yeah.
What is, in recent memory, what is probably the worst week we've had? Because they've had some bad weeks, man, where it's just.
You mean like when tons and tons of books come out?
Yeah.
I feel like one of those is either going to be this week or next week.
Okay.
Tyler can't afford a new mic. He keeps spending all his money on toys.
That's true.
Oh,
At
and
least
Super
he
Squad
admitted it
is
right there.
yeah,
James,
you're
so right.
right. Yeah, you're right, James. So I feel like with you're right, Lou. There have been a couple recent, but there was one in memory where there was like 5 or 6 really memorable Marvel Omnis that came out that week, and it was like, okay, last September 2020 was crazy to me. And
I
Man
don't.
40 is saying, and now Tyler's texting me, "Don't make me cut you. That's my catchphrase."
Oh wow, so aggressive.
Very aggressive. So I feel like this maybe this week. I don't know if we've looked at it this week, but I did a show, my preview show with Chris, where there was a couple of weeks where there was a bunch of things coming out, like Amazing Spider-Man 5 and 3 or something. And I think it's either this week or next week. But I feel like that we need to talk about InStockTrades.com, our fabulous sponsor, where you can get up to 50% off your collected editions. Loyalty bonus adds 2% to that. Oh, right there. Look at it. There's always a gift card given away at the end of every month, which is going to be quite a ways from now because of September 6th. But we give away a gift card worth $50 that's provided to us by IST. Fabulous customer service. Wait, but if you buy $50 or more worth of books in the United States, you get free shipping, which is going to be important for Omni-Gideon. It falls because you're going to get like 3 or 4 Omnis, and you'll need that free shipping for Omni-Gideon. Fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's in stocktrades.com. Man 40 says September 22nd, 2020. That was Omni-Gideon.
What dropped that day?
Yeah. And man, can you pull up what dropped that day? What was coming up that week that made it Omni-Gideon? I remember that, but I can't remember what books they were.
I can look back at our thumbnails to get an idea.
I think that makes sense because that was probably around the time that a lot of stuff that got pushed back due to COVID.
Oh, yeah.
Came out.
But what's the reasoning now? Not too many things are getting pushed back now. Why are they dropping like everything in the world on everybody now? I am asking you a question.
Me? I don't know.
Don't look at me. I don't buy physical anymore.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe like printing delays because everybody's using the same printers. I don't know. There's a long line to get stuff reprinted, so stuff gets pushed back. Is my guess. I don't know.
So just I haven't seen it yet, and I won't till it comes to Disney Plus. But have either of you guys seen Shang-Chi yet?
I have not.
Going tomorrow.
Okay, so we're all still anxiously awaiting Shang-Chi.
Yeah, we're going tomorrow to see it.
Okay.
I'll wait for the Disney Plus, which should be next month.
Yeah, October 18th or something, I think, in Man 40 or Sazmurf or Savage Mouth Harp of Omnidog.
That's a new one?
Yeah, check out Savage
Oh, wow. I like that.
It's a beautiful thing.
Oh, Sazmurf is getting, by the way, just got my annual bonus and giving Deja some thought. Dude. That is awesome. I would love it if somebody actually got it. Maybe you'll get mine that got sent back without my even knowing about it. That was divine intervention that mine got sent back. And I got credited everything. Let's see. Lionheart asked a good question, apparently, because I see great question, Lionheart. What was the great question? Who is in charge of French fries, girl?
Oh, I'm not touching that.
None of us are
That was
touching that.
Gabe's thing.
That was Gabe's thing. Sorry.
Yeah.
A great question, though.
We can
September
bring
20
it. We
Go
can bring
ahead.
it back. We can bring it back, but you cheap bastards need to bring out the super chat for that.
Oh, yeah. That's $10 super chat money now. Nman40 says September 22nd, 2020. Absolute Carnage, Batman by Dini, Black Hammer Library 2, Conan Volume 4, Ben Reilly Volume 2, and Legion of Superheroes 2.
Damn. It's a lot of money.
He says it was Legion of Superheroes 1. Okay.
Yeah.
No, you can't take a vote to collector because we actually don't have it. That was on Gabe's computer. We don't physically have it on our computers at all. So we need to I have a what's that girl's name that was Psylocke in the Apocalypse movie?
Olivia Munn.
Yeah, I have a thing of her, but it's a background video. I put it in background video instead of I don't even have access to my stuff because this isn't my chat. So I can't even do that. I had a video of Olivia Munn in a hot tub, but I don't have access to it because Gio's running the show.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. I didn't. I forgot that you were running it. I mean, I knew you were running it, but I didn't know I didn't have access to my own shit.
Gabe said, "Make sure you guys had fries, girl."
I don't
Sorry,
have.
Gabe.
Apparently, I don't even have access to my stuff, and so it's on Gio, and Gio doesn't.
I'll be honest. It's here. I just don't care for it. That's strictly a
That's
Gabe
all right.
thing.
Is that the milkshake one or
No.
There's
God
just the
forbid.
French
No.
fries one.
French fries. Yeah.
What about Salma?
Some are here.
Well, I think it's time to put Olivia Munn in the rotation because she has some really weird ones where there's like 45 hot dogs in her mouth.
That was from Attack of the Show back in the day. That was when that was still a thing.
What was it called?
It was a TV show called Attack of the Show on G4. It was
A
weird
gaming
channel.
show?
Yeah. It was it used to be a video game channel a long time ago when that was still a thing.
The funny thing is, G4 came back and it's debuting this year. So
It's a YouTube channel, right?
it's starting out as a YouTube channel, but there is supposed to be a actual network thing. I'm not too sure.
Huh.
What was the funny part? They would make pretty girls stick 15 hot dogs in their mouth for some reason?
Attack of the Show was basically like what we would do on a Wednesday talking about media and entertainment news, but the host would be funnier and prettier. And that's where she got famous as a host for that show.
That's where she got famous?
Uh-huh.
That led to her no speaking lines in what was that movie you liked, Lou?
Predator?
Predator, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I don't think she said much in Apocalypse either. So she's like an actress that doesn't have lines.
She was in Magic Mike, I think, for a little bit.
I think so.
I didn't see that. I heard that was great, but I didn't see
It's
it.
a fun movie. It's a good movie.
That's what I heard. Oh, Lionheart's boasting about his $10.
This $10 is burning a hole in
Challenge us, Lionheart. Challenge us. But well, a young Vin Diesel.
Thank you.
I think he's prettier than Vin Diesel.
Well,
Vin
thank you.
Diesel's, I don't know,
Vin
not as
Diesel's
pretty as
actually-
Lou.
Vin Diesel is supposedly a dick from whatever.
I believe it.
Oh, I believe that.
He's apparently an asshole in real life.
Yeah. Well, there was a hot dog. Sasmer was saying no. There was a hot dog dangling from a string, and she went under it and swallowed the hot dog. There's also a GIF of her with bundleless bundles of hot dogs in her mouth for some reason. Without the joke, without context, I don't get the joke, but that's where she's discovered. That just cracks me up. That is hilarious.
And Diesel is ripped. What more do you need to know? I'm going to have to unsub if this hate on family continues.
Yeah, you're going to have to unsub.
Hayden says Vin Diesel is only pretty when he's Groot.
Oh, but Raphael said Olivia Munn was great in The Newsroom on HBO.
Oh, she was there too.
She had many lines written by Aaron Sorkin.
I heard that was a good show.
The Newsroom. Okay, if she's in it, I will watch it. Wait a sec. Yoink. Yoink. Put that in my notes for TV shows to watch.
Yeah. That's also HBO. So
that doesn't go under Patty and Jess TV shows because if Olivia Munn's in it, I want to see it by myself. TV shows. Oh boy, I got a lot.
Yo, Jesse, say what?
Yo, Jesse, say what? Didn't she date Aaron Rodgers?
I had no idea. Now we're a gossip show. I love it. Awesome.
Hey, let's talk about Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez getting back together.
Yeah.
I think I would never want to get together with one of my exes. I know that. Yeah, there's a gag where they made Munn eating a hot dog dangling from a string. Okay, Joey Chestnut. I get that joke. I understand that reference.
Oh my gosh.
Challenge accepted.
You didn't have to, but God bless. Thank you. Here you go.
God bless you.
Oh shit.
Thank you, Lionheart.
Thank you so much for the super chat.
$10. Thanks, man. That was your money.
Yeah, you
Well
got what
spent,
you wanted. You got what you wanted. I love it. Rumors are she's pregnant from John Mulaney. Wait, that guy's actually funny. That John Gabe's legacy leads on. Rumors she's pregnant from John Mulaney. That's Olivia Munn. John Mulaney's funny. We watched one of his specials, and he's actually pretty funny.
John Mulaney's great.
Yeah. Well, we are. Olivia and Aaron broke up some time ago. Now he's marrying another.
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness! Venom Spawn.
Really?
Oh shit.
That proves that Geo has a price. To throw his morals and ethics out the window, $10.
I mean, it was there all along. I wasn't going to throw it away because Gabe would be mad. I'm like, I'm just not going to use it. But
Right.
if people are going to donate and do super chats, I might as well bring up Fry Girl.
Well,
Or
right
what's her
on,
name? I don't
man.
know.
Thank you, Venom Spawn. We appreciate
Thank you,
the $10.
Venom Spawn.
Thank you, Venom Spawn. Venom Spawn. We have Hall's previews and reads tonight.
Yep.
What would you like to start with? How about reads? I read some stuff about things,
Nice.
and I think Lou and I read the same book.
Ed Gein? Yeah. What'd you think?
Well, I thought it was. I thought it was really well done.
I agree.
I love his art. His art. He's a super talented artist. He's a very, very good writer. This is Eric Powell and Harold Schechter.
Mhm.
So I guess they wrote it together. Obviously, they did a ton of research and how it affected America and was an influence on pop culture because what Eddie Gein done, he used the serial killer. That was the influence for Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Right.
And what was the other movie?
The book was Psycho, which
Psycho.
Alfred Hitchcock turned into a movie.
Right. The author of Psycho got his inspiration from it, and then from Ed Gein's Dastardly Deeds, which were really horrifically illustrated in this book. This book shows everything that they surmised Ed Gein did with the women that he kidnapped and murdered, and also Buffalo Bill from the Hannibal Lecter movie,
Silence of the Lambs. Yeah, he was
Silence of
inspired.
the Lambs, right? So he had a huge influence on pop culture in America because it was so shocking what he had done.
Yeah.
And now I get the reference. I never got the reference. There was a punk rock group back in the early 80s that was called Ed Gein's Car. And I was always like, that's a weird name. I know who Ed Gein is, and somebody bought Ed Gein's car where he stuffed all the bodies in the trunk and tried to show it off and make people give money to see the car where he dumped the body or stuffed the bodies in it. And so I always wondered. I'm sure I have that little single from Ed Gein's Car, so I'll have to find it and play it now to see what they sound like, because I don't remember. But I also have to say that it's so well done and so graphically true and so well researched. This is the kind of book, this is the kind of true life crime book that I have trouble with. It's not a criticism. It's my not having the stomach for it.
That's fair.
Unknown Soldiers, another one. Taylor Brown and I had that as a book we were going to review, and it was a series and it was really well done, but it was based on true story, I think, and it was just too brutal for me. And I can read comic stuff like that, knowing that it's made up, but the true life stuff, this is so well done that I don't think I can read it again.
Yeah.
And that's not a criticism. It's just that it's so good and so well done. It makes me sick to my stomach, and it's too brutal for me. I don't know. You were a criminology major, Lou. You may have been exposed to this kind of thing more than I was. What did you think of it?
I absolutely loved the first half of this. I thought it was obvious that Powell and Schechter, I believe the other gentleman's name is, Harold Schechter, did their research on it. And if you look in the back material, they say they only used firsthand accounts because a lot of stuff got kind of muddy, especially in the last 50 years from when the guy died and when he was alive and committed those murders. So he became kind of an urban legend in himself, and a lot of the details got fuzzy. I think that's obvious. I think it's brilliant. The second half was a bit more, it's not bad, but it was a bit of a slog for me. And that's when they finally capture him, and then they start doing like the talking head interviews.
Yeah.
And everybody's giving their account saying, oh, Ed Gein was this really nice guy. Like, why was it that he did what he did? I can't imagine him doing that. And I think that's kind of the body horror here is really graphic. Powell does not shy away from showing you some of the weird shit that Gein did. And it
was weird. It was very weird.
Yeah, he made a belt out of like nipples and stuff like that. Like that kind of made my stomach churn.
Yeah.
The real horror from it, for me personally, came from the fact that you don't know necessarily what your neighbor's up to or what that nice person down the street that you think is nice is really up to. And they kind of played on that, I think, a little bit with the interviews where everybody is saying, he was such a great guy. Like, why would he do this? I don't understand. And Gein was messed up in the head. He was clearly very demented. And you can make a case of, Powell kind of makes a case of, was it divine or was it the fact of his upbringing? His mom clearly didn't want to have a boy. And Gein had issues with his sexuality. And they play on that in the book. I really dug this a lot. My review's coming out for it pretty soon. But It's probably going in my top 5 somewhere in the year, probably on the bottom end of my top 5. I just
Top
think
5.
top 5. Yeah.
Wow.
Top 5. I really dug this a lot, but my background is in criminal justice. So a lot of the stuff that I've seen here, it doesn't phase me as much because of my background. I mean, I had in college we took a homicide class, and in the beginning of the the beginning of the class, the professor literally started the class. This was the first thing he said. I'm going to teach you guys how to get away with murder in the hopes that one day you won't use it against us. And we were like, oh, okay. That's
Wow.
literally how we started the class. And he brought in one day his PowerPoint of different murders and stuff like that. And he asked us, what do you think happened here? And it wasn't blurred. It wasn't censored. It was some
Wow.
graphic stuff, dude. But this was a really interesting piece for me. I mentioned this last week. I finished it this week. I think Powell definitely leveled up here. It's really interesting to see him do something a little bit different and to see him stretch out from the kind of kookiness of the goon that we've known him for. He played it real all the way through. This was played all straight. I kind of expected him maybe he'd throw in a little humor here or something like that. No, this is historical fact. Like it's basically a biography of Ed Gein and what happened that led up to everything up to his death. I just think it loses steam about halfway through. The talking head stuff kind of got a little bit monotonous for me. I would have liked to have seen him maybe cut back a little bit more on that and focus more on the case, because it kind of feels like the pacing was so great leading up to all the murders, and then they capture him, and then after that it skips a lot of time. So we go like 30 years in the span of a few pages, and I'm like, I kind of would have liked to have seen a little bit more of what happened to Gein once he was in prison, maybe some more interviews with him and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
I think that would have been a little bit more interesting for me. So
I think, and one thing about the talking heads, we're talking about, did you hear what Eddie Gein done? And actually, while you have me highlighted, I can show, there is some stuff I can show.
Yeah, I was just going to ask, can you show anything from that?
Yeah, I can. I can show a lot in the beginning. This is where he had a really incredibly intense mother who was just horrible to him. And growing up, everybody was, he was the classic bullied kid who takes it out on society by murdering everyone and develops a fascination with older women.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. No, I shouldn't shut up. I can't show that. But this is how great the art is. It's just amazing. But I thought that the interviews, one thing that came through on the interviews with Ed Gein was how he was so evasive, but still trying to tell the truth, it felt like. His responses weren't like yes or no.
Yeah.
It was like, I suppose so, or, perhaps that happened, and I can't really recall, and things like that, even though they had mountains of evidence against him.
Yeah.
And he admitted at one point to somebody that he had done that he had kidnapped and murdered some women, which is what they use against him. The talking head interviews, I think, showed the frustration that everybody got with the guy. He looked like he was so soft-spoken, and those evasive answers were, I think, probably really frustrating for the detectives and the interrogators, because you couldn't really get a straight answer out of him. I think that went to his mindset, where he didn't. Well, I shouldn't really show that. His mindset of, and I lost track of what I thought by looking at the. His mindset in his mind. I don't know that he knows for sure that he did it, even though the crimes and evidence showed a calculated killer who knew exactly what he was doing. I think there were parts of it where he actually was in denial himself, and so I don't think he was purposely evasive. I think he had trouble with reality in general, where he couldn't even admit to himself he had done it under intent. And that's about, I mean, then, things like this were torture for him. Ads of the day.
Right. And that stems from Ed Gein's religious background that his mother jammed into his head at a young age, where he would go on and want to play with somebody, and his mom would be like, "No, they're heathens. You shouldn't be around them." And she really drilled into him a lot of really messed up stuff. Oh yeah, that part was disgusting. When you
Sorry.
find out, you're good. You're good.
Whoops, no, there's a lot of. Oh no, I can show him like having a quiet dinner with some family before he got arrested.
Right, and the thing is, there are several moments throughout the book towards the end where Gein openly admits to people, "Oh yeah, I kidnapped her," but it seems like he said it in a joking manner, and people are like,
Yeah.
"Oh, Gein, he's just messing around," and he actually did it. And what's fascinating to me is, like, Charles Manson is that they don't know exactly how many people Ed Gein actually killed. They were still finding body parts and bones and stuff like that at his place long after he was captured. And the same thing with Charles Manson, where Manson, once they caught him, they ask him, "Did you kill and kidnap this person?" He's like, "Dude, I don't know. I just kidnapped somebody randomly, killed them, and I dumped the body in a ditch somewhere in Louisiana or something like that."
Yeah, and I think that was the beginning of sort of the stereotyped quiet guy next door that you always hear about now in interviews, where the people are saying he was quiet, he kept to himself. He seemed like a nice guy when I saw him in the grocery store, and that always seems like that when you get these horrific serial killer things now, where they're not running from the law. They're like captured at their house. And that's what Ed Gein, I feel like that was the beginning of, in my lifetime anyway, the beginning of, the quiet neighbor next door that, as you said earlier, you never know what your neighbor's up to. He's like the genesis or the beginning of that, quirky neighbor next door that you don't really think anything about, and then it turns out he's this huge serial killer.
Yeah,
that's a good question from Tasty Melon. Do you think you'll reread it? Because I don't think I can reread it.
So this is, and I kind of I discussed this in my review. This is one of my top 5 books of the year so far. We still got a few months left. But it's not going to be a book that I come back to every single year and go, "Oh, I want to read about the story of Ed Gein all over again," because I have an emptiness in my soul right now. In terms of, I found it absolutely fascinating, and I just, for me, this was fascinating. I think if you're fans of true crime stories such as Mindhunter and the stuff that you see on Netflix where they're trying to capture the bad guy and stuff like that, I think I could see some people coming back and rereading it again. But for the most part, like you, Jess, I think this is going to be a one-time read. And you'll read it, you'll find all this stuff fascinating, and then you'll just move on and find something else. I don't see the rereadability here, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah. I'm struggling with whether or not I'm going to keep it. We had Taylor and I had Ed Gein. We had Eric Powell on our show when he was promoting it, and a lot of hard work went into this book, and it shows, because not only did he illustrate it, but he did a lot of the writing and the research with Harold Schechter. So while it's extremely well done, it's so well done that I'm not sure I can keep it and reread it.
Yeah.
It's horrific. And it shows such a twisted person, and what it gets into his mindset and what sets him off, and so weird and twisted and dark that I'm having trouble. I mean, it's such great book on the merits of everything they did, but I don't know that I want to read about Ed Gein again. I mean, I just don't know if I want to keep it.
I don't blame you. I honestly, I don't blame you at all for it. I think if you can, obviously, I always recommend you support the writer and the artist that work on these projects. It's a labor of love. It's very clear. But if you can and you find it in your library and then pick it up that way and read it and see if you think that you'd find it fascinating enough to actually buy it, or if you want, purchase it. But I think most people, this will be a one and done read, and they'll be fascinated by it, and then it'll sit on the shelf, and I don't see them coming back to it. I myself will probably keep it simply because I could see myself coming back to it in a year or two and just like, oh yeah, I find this interesting.
Yeah, I kept the 4 books of Unknown Soldier, even though I couldn't finish them, because it was really well done. And Taylor finished it, and I think maybe he reviewed it for the crime show, for Crime Corner, and I just couldn't. But I kept it because it was so well done. I feel like maybe I just need to be in the right mindset to finish Unknown Soldier. So I don't know. My immediate reaction when Taylor asked me how I liked it, I said pretty much what I said here, and I was just honest. Like, I don't know that I can go back to it, but it's so well done that I don't know that I can get rid of it just yet. Yeah. I'm gonna have to wait and see. I think I'm just gonna have to. I'm just gonna have to give me a killer deal on the HC Jazz. For that comment, I'm thinking about selling it to you, 1904. That's funny.
I'm really curious what Taylor thinks of this. I think you guys could do a great Crime Corner episode.
Well, yeah, we want to. We were going to do a short one this week, and his insights will be he loves crime. He's the one that came up with the idea for Crime Corner, and I said, okay, let's do it. He loved Batman Year 2. Yeah, that's a tough choice between this and Batman Year 2. So yeah, we're just going to do like a 15-minute pre-recorded review, and his views are going to be different than mine. He has a stronger stomach for this kind of thing, and what's funny is Eric Powell did a book called Big Man Plans that I love and I keep, and I've gone back to rereading it, but it's about a little person with a big hatchet that goes back to get revenge on all the people that were mean to him when he was little.
Yeah, I've read it.
And it's bloody as hell. I mean, it is serious blood. He is just whacking people to death with his hatchet. And I don't have a problem with that, because to me, it's a comic book. And it's not real, but this thing is so real, and Unknown Soldier were both so real that I just can't handle it. But Big Man Plans disturbed Taylor more than me. He thinks Big Man Plans is worse than this book, and I'm like, no, this thing's real life, man. I can't touch this one.
Well, the horror comes from, like I said, the neighbor thing, and it's very graphic. There's a lot of body horror in this. I mean, Ed Gein flayed people's skin and wore it. Like, he would cut people's face off and actually wear it.
Yeah, it was brutal.
It was brutal. It was very brutal. There are several scenes in here that, like I said, made me wince a little bit, especially when you see the police that they break into the house and they find all the stuff that's in the house.
Yeah,
Howell draws it. So
yeah,
there's Gio. I don't think you. This is
no, Gio. You shouldn't read it.
No, I can stomach that stuff, but it's just not interesting. Like, it's not something I want to own or read. That's not my preferred genre. So.
Chase Chu, we did talk about that at the beginning of the segment. I have some 45s from Ed Gein's car, and I did address that why they called themselves Ed Gein's car. Did you not see it? Do you want me to tell you again? It's real quick. And I'm so sorry. I know you guys were lamenting the loss of Michael K. Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Who I don't who was he? Sorry.
You're good. He's most famous for playing a character called Omar from The Wire.
Oh,
And he's been in a lot of other things too throughout the years. He was on Boardwalk Empire. He was great there. I forgot. He's been in so many stuff.
was Omar the in The Wire? There was. I've only seen a few clips of it. I see that's another show that I'm going to have trouble watching. Everybody says it's so great.
It's great. Yeah.
And I just have trouble with true life stuff really well acted. I just have trouble with that. So I don't know that I'm going to be able to see The Wire. But was he the guy that said, when you come at the king, you better not miss?
That's him. Yeah.
Okay.
Him.
Okay.
And the thing is that The Wire, when it came out, the portrayal of Omar by Michael K. Williams was arguably something that had never really been seen on TV, because not only did he portray a black gangbanger, he was also openly gay in the show. Mm-hmm. And that was a shock to a lot of people when they first started watching the series.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. He's great. He's fantastic in the show.
Oh, and he was the dad in Lovecraft Country. That's a show.
Yeah, he was in Lovecraft Country.
I loved that first episode, and I just never went back to it. I need to go back to that because I thought that was really good. Lovecraft Country. Mm-hmm. That first episode was an epic episode.
Yeah, shame we're not getting season 2.
I know, but that's not going to keep me from going back and watching the whole season because I remember I really dug that. Okay, so from sad, grueling, brutal death and the loss of a great actor, we go to a recommendation that Gio had, and that is Suicide Squad: Hell to Pay. I got the movie. I watched it and read the book, and it was fun as heck.
What did you think of the movie?
I loved the movie. I did love the movie. My only complaint about the movie was, and this is me as the Harley Quinn fan in me. They sort of marginalized her. I did not like her voice at all in it.
Oh,
I know that's Tara Strong.
Yeah,
but I just personally did not like her voice. And then what she wasn't. I know she's there for comedy, but relief. But she really didn't have any funny lines like she does in this book, because Jeff Parker, I like the book even more, and I really like the movie a lot, but this book's really funny and really interesting, and I really dug everything about it, including the art. Jeff Parker, to me, knows how to write subtle, funny humor. And
he's great.
I really dig him. So if you see the movie Hell to Pay, it's about Suicide Squad going out and finding this rare mystical card that is washes away your sins and grants you to heaven. And this is, they show the card here in the beginning. It's like get out of hell free. Amanda Waller wants it because she's dying and she wants the card for herself. And what happens to the card in the movie is really interesting and really fun. What the Suicide Squad goes through to get the card, and how many hands the card goes through is really great. I just love that movie. The book is. I love the book even more, and it's really thin. It's inexpensive book, but it's the sequel to the movie, and this is something Gio recommended to me maybe a month ago. This graveyard scene is just amazingly done. I think having Deadman involved and these ghosts that come alive in a Boston cemetery, and the demon and Jason Blood and stuff. I really thought it was well done. So I loved this book a lot. And
good stuff.
this was an excellent recommendation from you, Gio. I really appreciate it.
I think they were able to blend the supernatural with the grittiness of a Suicide Squad story pretty well, because usually those two things wouldn't match well together.
Yeah.
But they found a way to do it in the movie and the comic. Obviously, Jeff Parker had it easy because he's just had to continue the story. But I really like how original that movie is. And if anybody's interested in watching it, I think you can stream it on HBO Max.
Yeah.
But it is part of the DC animated movie universe. So going into it, keep that in mind.
Somebody told me that I should see Flashpoint first before I had seen Hell to Pay.
Yeah,
because that's where the Hell card comes from. Flashpoint.
No. The tie is
Reverse Flash or Professor Zoom.
Yeah, he's on there
in the movie.
Yes.
What was the one where you're basically seeing everybody get slaughtered brutally?
The Suicide Squad movie or a DC movie?
It's a DC animated movie.
G would know better than I would.
Flashpoint has some pretty graphic scenes with people getting murdered. Suicide Squad is pretty violent. Both movies, Assault on Arkham and Hell to Pay.
There was one that came. Hold on, there was one that came out a few years ago that I did not care for at all.
Do you remember who the characters were?
No, not much.
A lot of people, the movies are hit and miss for a lot of people, but you have to take into account it's part of a mini universe, so it's not fully adapting all the stories from the comics. It's taking them into the context of that universe, which is somewhat based on the New 52.
And some people are saying Apocalypse War.
That was the one. I hated that movie.
That was the final movie in the universe. That series of movies are now done. Now they're just doing standalone stories.
Montana 211's right. Dr. Fate as a stripper was really funny.
Yeah.
And now I know why I need to see Flashpoint, because that's where in the Suicide Squad movie Hell to Pay, I always get Reverse Flash and Professor Zoom mixed up because I felt like in the comics they were the same character.
Yeah.
But I guess they split off because he's got the Reverse Flash uniform on, but they call him Professor Zoom. Either way, he's trying to get the card because of something that happened to him in Flashpoint, which is I do own. So I need to see that. But I was told by you guys and Taylor that I need to see Assault on Arkham. And I didn't think I had it, but it's called Batman Assault on Arkham. So it was under B. So there I found it. And so I'll watch that. Maybe if I'm feeling good, I'm feeling well right now. So I should go watch it right after this. Assault on Arkham. And then I need to see Flashpoint.
It's not a super long movie, so you can probably watch it and be okay with the running time. It's only 75 minutes, something like that.
So do I need to watch the animated movie first before reading this, or can I just read the book?
I would recommend watching the movie.
Okay, we'll do.
Because the book just continues where the movie left off.
It's a sequel. It says the sequel to the hit animated film.
Okay.
And Jeff Parker just is so funny writing this book. I love that guy's writing. I need to read. Let's see. There's Batman 66. There's the Hulk run that Gio kindly sold me where Riley would not, the jerk. What else does the chat know, or do you guys know what else is Jeff Parker famous for?
The best superhero in DC Comics.
Oh,
Aquaman.
Was that New 52 or Rebirth?
New 52 after Jeff Johns left.
Oh, okay. That's not in the Omni because that's Jeff Johns stuff.
Exactly.
So I need to get, I can read that on the DC app then.
I think so. It's only, he only wrote like 2 or 3 trades, but I think it's just as good as Jeff Johns.
I've heard people say that.
It never dipped. I liked it all the way through.
Okay.
Until Cullen Bunn, which was kind of meh, but yeah.
wasn't he going to do an event with Aquaman and it never manifested? Was that?
It never manifested because I think some of it was covered in Rebirth and the actual live action movie. So they sort of just dropped it. If I remember.
Raphael, yeah, I know it's not connected to Hell to Pay. I just want to see a good movie.
Yeah, it's set in between the Arkham Asylum and Arkham City games.
I played the first game and loved it. And then the second game just was too big for me sandbox wise, and I had to quit. But I know about I know about the Arkham games enough that I think I can get the movie. And he says, but you can watch it without playing the video game. So that's good. Jeff Parker has a really good Thunderbolts run. I better start writing this down.
I think Riley's selling it.
The Thunderbolts run?
I think so. I think I saw a post of him.
I'm gonna give you a tip about buying from Riley. He really doesn't have that good of prices.
Wow.
I'm totally outing him as not really giving you that good of a deal.
Nice.
Well, that man is more book than man at this point. In his house.
Okay. Wait. Okay. This is TV shows? No, this is books. Okay.
Books.
Books to read. Okay. So Thunderbolts. Tinderbolts. No.
Tinderbolts is a completely different book.
Yeah.
That's another rabbit hole.
Thunderbolts, lightning strikes, holy smoke.
Parker also wrote Agents of Atlas. That's true.
Agents of Atlas.
I think you have that book.
I think I do too. But I thought Greg
reviewed-
Pak wrote that.
You
Parker's
reviewed
Red
it on the
Hulk.
channel, right?
His Red Hulk run is fantastic.
Yeah. I've read that. That's awesome. Agents of Atlas and Aquaman, New 52. Wait. N52. Anything else? Yeah, I know what Tinderbolt sounds like. I didn't. Agents of Atlas. I have the two collections, but I don't think I have any. Okay, wait, it's right here.
I remember
Parker, Jeff Parker. Thank you, Mr. Awesome. I thought guess Greg Pak's writing the new one, but Jeff Parker did write Agents of Atlas, which I read both of them and did not realize it was Jeff Parker. So I love these books, Agents of Atlas. These were great.
Fun.
All right, thank you, Mr. Awesome. I appreciate that. I do get lost in the details sometimes of what I own, reading it and not knowing who wrote it, because I think I read it a couple of years ago, it feels like. Okay, Agents of Atlas. Awesome. I own it. Great. Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay. So who's signed up for Tinderbolts?
No,
Do you guys have that app?
Not me.
Raphael, you bet your bottom butt I did. Of course.
Yeah, you did.
Amazing.
You
God
like the new
bless
suit?
that.
Do you want to show it, Gio?
I don't have
to
it.
show it.
No, I don't have
What?
the picture. I don't have the picture. Give me a
We'll cover it
second.
on Wednesday. We'll
Go
probably cover it
get it.
Wednesday.
You're
All
the
right,
media
okay.
guy. You know how to get everything. What do you mean you don't have the picture? You have the picture. It's your desktop now.
I like that it's basically it's a mix of two suits. It's the camo suit from the 80s, but it's also based on the Sea King from Earth 3, which was revealed in Forever Evil in the New 52.
Oh, okay. You got to show it now.
Somebody did a screen comparison here. Where the heck is it? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Found it.
Oh, good. A comparison to his first suit?
To the Sea King, because Ivan Reyes is one of the concept artists for the movie.
Oh,
I don't know if you guys knew that.
Didn't know that.
And who? Oh, Ivan Reyes. Okay.
Yeah. So they did a
I didn't see
comparison,
this.
and yeah, it's the blue camo suit from the 80s, but if you look at it, it's more in line with this, with the Sea King from Forever Evil.
Okay, so it's not the traditional orange and whatever other color, green.
So they scrapped the trench movie. I'm kind of wondering if they're going to go ahead and maybe incorporate some of that into this.
I have no idea, but that could probably happen. Here's the original suit from the 80s.
Well, that's not in English. I can't read that.
En los oscuros abismos de Atlantis, su vida cambiará para siempre. No.
Okay, now I understand.
Thank you, Gio.
Thank you. Just think about Jason Momoa in that suit. How uncomfortable is he really? Because that's like a latex thing that he's all zippered up in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's got to be uncomfortable.
Don't they like insert like tubes and stuff for like water and like to keep you hydrated and cool?
Oh, they do?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, and a lot of those suits, they have like water tubes inserted in it, and that's how they keep them cool.
Oh, I have a thing about long sleeves. I hate getting dressed up like long sleeves in a suit. And just wearing that makes me feel, I mean, just seeing that makes me feel claustrophobic. Like he's got all this latex on his arms all over. That's amazing. But they've got tubes in there. That's really amazing.
Yeah, but I am super excited. I can't wait for this movie. The collector's asking, he's wondering who the villain will be. We know that the previous two villains have to show up. It's tradition. I mean,
wait, wasn't one of them killed?
They're both alive. They were both captured. One escaped. The other one was captured.
Oh, well, one of them was that horrible actor that did Orm that I hate.
He's a great actor.
Even though I keep watching him in the Conjuring movies. What's his name again?
Patrick Wilson.
Oh, he's so awful.
He is great.
Oh, he is the wonder bread of actors.
He's fantastic. I loved him in the last Conjuring movie. That movie was great.
I still haven't seen that. I need to.
Oh, Jess, you'd love it. I think it's the strongest of the three main Conjuring films.
I remember you told me that. I really want to see it because I like the first two a lot. The second one scared the heck out of me. I loved it.
Oh, man, you're not ready for the third one.
Oh, boy.
No movie has affected me as much as Don't Breathe.
Oh,
Don't Breathe. I watched on my iPad. I watched it. I think my wife was out of town again, which is always a bad thing for me to watch anything scary when my wife's not here. I watched that first. What's the possession movie? The very first. It wasn't Blair Witch Project. It was. There was a series of them, and only the first one was good. But the girl that got possessed, and the sheets would always move in the bed, and the Paranormal Activity. Yeah, I saw the first one by myself, and I called my wife in Baltimore, and I said, "You have to come home right now." I was so freaked out. And Don't Breathe, I remember sitting in my chair watching it on my iPad, and my pulse raced for a solid 2 hours after that movie. I mean, I was just deep breathing and sweating and just going crazy. I audibly gagged in a theater when seeing Don't Breathe. I
can imagine
that movie. Oh yeah, there's some gagging scenes in that movie, but just the tension in that movie, not the horror movies, not the horror aspect, because I don't know that it's not a super horror film. It's like a thriller suspense, tension, super tensionified.
Yeah.
Just saying he can't watch horror movies without his wife being home is peak wholesome. Peak wholesome. I love it. That is hilarious.
Have you seen Sinister?
Yes. Was Sinister the one where the no, I don't want to spoil it. The guy moves into the house to write the book.
Yep.
Oh, that scared the hell out of me.
That's good.
When we got the reveal of everything, yeah, no, I was freaked out. That was genuinely scary to me.
So for me, the last horror movie that really messed me up, was Hereditary.
Oh,
Hereditary really fucked me up.
that is a twisted, weird, scary movie. Peak wholesome Omni Dog incoming. Yeah, where are you, Peak wholesome Omni Dog? I know you're in the chat. Sinister is scientifically proved to be the most scary movie so far. There are so many truly scary moments in that movie. That's
a great movie.
Who did that movie?
That was Scott Derrickson, the director for Doctor Strange, the first one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and one of my favorite writers actually wrote the script, C. Robert Cargill.
Okay. Yeah, man, that movie freaked me out. Well, I saw all those movies when I was doing the show with Mrs. Chad Omnidog for a year. So every week I would watch a scary movie and review it with her. And so I saw a lot of scary movies. But yeah, don't breathe. Man, I just sat there in my chair for a couple hours getting freaked out. There's Peak Wholesome Omni Dog.
Be right here waiting for you. Nice.
Just
Good
like
job.
Richard Marx, I will be right here waiting for you. Peak Wholesome Omni Dog. Right on, dude. That's too funny.
Here's a good question from Marcelo. Is there any comic book that can scare you the same way as the movies?
That is a good question. For the things that scare me the most, besides Ouija boards, there was that Spanish movie that had Ouija boards in it. I can't think of the name. It was a Netflix movie. Anyway, Ouija boards and possession, anything occult can generally scare me the most.
Scary children in movies?
I don't like possessed children.
Yeah.
Was that movie May the Devil Take You, Jess?
I think I saw that. What was that about? Oh, Veronica. Thank you, Raphael. Veronica.
Good.
Yeah.
Veronica's so good.
That was all Ouija board stuff. Yeah, Raphael. Thank you. Aiku says in a book you and I really like, Lou, Infidel, with the racist apartment building that was haunted.
The racist apartment building.
It was. The apartment building was racist. I agree with Aiku. Infidel was very unsettling. But I don't know that it scared me so much like Don't Breathe or Sinister.
Horror in comic books is so difficult to pull off.
Well, this book scared me.
Yeah.
Because it's about real life guy that can do it.
For me though, horror in books is like more of the gross out, like it makes your stomach queasy a little bit. It's not that shock factor, like, oh wow, like a jump scare. It really got me. There are so many elements that go into a great jump scare. There's the music, the timing of it. And the thing is, with horror in a book, it's a lot more difficult to scare somebody because you can't control the pacing of how the person reads the story. In a film, you control the pacing of the film, okay? Like one is Sinister. We both just mentioned it. One of the legitimately freakiest things about that movie is that lawnmower scene and how they get you in that lawnmower scene because you don't see it coming whatsoever.
No, not at all. And you can close a book well, you could turn off the movie too, but you're right about pacing because you read the book maybe everybody reads it in a different fashion. Harrow County, I thought, was well done. But nothing. Well, I'm trying to think of books that genuinely upset me so much. Not like the Ed Gein book.
Severed is a good horror book.
That's a good, really good horror book. I thought Witches was a good horror book by Scott Snyder. That, you know what? That's the kind of book that does creep me out. Yeah, Witches is a book that creeped me out.
Mm-hmm.
Enough that yeah, I found it unsettling like I did with Infidel.
I mean, if you want to go the easy route, there's always the Junji Ito stuff. Uzumaki,
Oh,
Frankenstein.
no. Okay, perfect. Yeah,
Yeah.
those things freak me out.
Yeah, he's Junji Ito is the master of that page turn, man. Whew.
Yeah. I almost threw up with Dissolving Classroom. It was a great read, but I literally almost threw up.
Nailbiter's fantastic.
Yeah, Nailbiter's really good. Here's a question about actual Lazy Bum at 912.
This one?
Yeah, do we know that about anything?
The reprint, I see it on IST, CGN, and Amazon, but I hadn't noticed it before. Maybe I just wasn't looking. I have no idea. Sorry.
If you see it, then it got a reprint.
Yeah.
But isn't that part of the Heroes Reborn type thing, Thor Return, or is that different? That's an era that I know nothing about. I'll be very honest. Superman Year One was horrific. Wait, what book was that? Superman Year One.
John Romita Jr.
Oh, with Frank Miller.
Yeah.
That was for the wrong reason.
That's pretty terrible. I mean, if we're talking like that, then that Spider-Man story goes on that list.
And we're not cutting that kid Abrams a break at all. Did we read that this year?
We did. It
Yes.
counts for the Golden Kirkman.
Oh,
I told you
that is getting so kirked.
I told you it's getting. If I ever see that dude in the street, I will fight him for making you read that book.
That I was going to say that poor kid, but I mean he's no, he's not a poor kid. He's just he shouldn't be writing comics.
Yeah.
I have seen Thor Return, Heroes Return, Thor. Okay, it's Heroes Return. Yeah, so it's still in print. We should probably get to previews, unless we want to get to hauls, because I have a haul, but I don't know that either of you guys hauled at all. I know
2 books that I got.
Okay.
I can show them off real quick. I got Kill 6 Billion Demons Volume 4.
I got that too.
I'm really upset that it's not oversized like the first 2 volumes, but what are you going to do?
Yeah.
So this is really awesome. And I got another manga. Here is Shigeru Mizuki's Kitaro. Oh my God, I'm going to butcher this name. Meets Nunarion. I think that's how you say it. Probably
you
not.
Meet somebody in a good way, or like on Tinderbolt's app.
No, he's not a good guy.
Oh, he meets a bad guy.
Yeah. So yeah, love me some Kitaro manga. So I'm really excited to read this. And that's it. That's all I got.
Good night, Max. Do you want me to sing you a lullaby song? Good night, Max. Good night. Don't think about Sinister or Insidious, another scary movie.
And watch out behind you, Max.
Watch out for what's under your bed, Max, and in your closet. Because it's probably that kid who lost her head in Hereditary.
That worked out way better than I thought it would, bro.
No.
That was actually very well put together, Jess. Thank you.
Yeah, Lazy Bum. I feel you, brother. Completely random sizes. I think they weren't selling that well, so they just went and started printing them.
Max.
Oh, Max. Come on.
Too aroused or too scared?
Too aroused to sleep. Wow.
I need to read 6 Billion Demons. Show us the haul. Okay.
Just so everybody's aware, if you start reading Kill 6 Billion Demons, the first volume has a lot of setup, but it's worth it. Keep going, because there's a lot of world building with wonderful art.
Is there a difference? I guess not.
Every time you guys keep saying 6 billion demons, I expect you guys to say $6 billion man. for whatever. It just in my head, I go to like $6 billion man. Was it 6 million? How much was he worth in the old '80s show?
$6 million man.
It was $6 million man.
Yeah.
What are we looking at here? Oh,
The
6 billion demons.
Yeah.
Oh, Aiku calling out Max in the chat, calling him a weak duchy.
I don't know what that means, but
Well, I think they're both Dutch, and it's like 6 hours later than here,
gotcha.
so it's like 3 a.m. And Aiku is flexing that he's staying awake.
Oh, I can't show that. If you're already awake by 3 in the morning, just stay awake. Don't fall asleep.
Yeah. Well, here I'll show you my arousing, scary haul.
Yeah.
And this, I know I said that because I'm going to get called out on it because people monitor my life more than I do. I said I was going to stop with trade paperbacks, and I did stop, but I made that edict after I had put in my order with DCBS, IST's sister company, like 8 months ago. And so I did get some trade paperbacks in. This is Chip Zdarsky's Captata.
Whoa. What's that? What's that about?
When an exploratory mission goes horribly wrong. Wait, let me show you some art. When an exploratory mission goes horribly wrong, scientist Keith Kanga crash lands on Captara, a strange planet filled with muscle-bound warriors and cat tanks. With the help of a crew that includes a feline hunter, a nude wizard, and a wisdom-spouting orb, Keith must find the rest of his crew and a way back to Earth before it's too late.
You had me at nude wizard.
I know. I did not expect that one.
That sounds amazing.
That is definitely a Chip Zdarsky book.
Do you want me to find the nude wizard?
No, I'm good. I want to be surprised. I'd like to be surprised, please.
It looks like he has clothes on here. I don't know. Maybe that's not the nude wizard. This looks like it's hilarious, though, so I'm excited to read that. Oh, there's the nude wizard. His beard covers it all up.
Of course it does.
Yeah, there it is.
Perfect censorship.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in.
Is that one volume? Like a
this is the first volume. I don't want to spoil it, but I will look to see if it says end. There's some covers. No, this looks like it's a continuing story.
Does it say volume 1 on the spine or
volume 1?
Okay.
So I messed up, and now it's going to get a hardcover. That's why I stopped collecting trades. Because if this gets a second volume, then it's going to get a hardcover.
Yeah.
Here's a mistake I made. No, I got Outpost 0 Volume 1, so I had to get 2 and 3. So, oh yeah, this was a good book. Yeah, I really liked Outpost 01, so I got the rest of the series, 2 and 3. And then I wanted to support John Arcudi, who we interviewed, Taylor and I did, with 2 Moons. In the middle of the horrors of the American Civil War, wait, I'll show you the art. Oh, cool. Lots of shooting faces. In the middle of the horrors of the American Civil War, young soldier Virgil Morris discovers that he can't leave his Pawnee origins behind him. Visited by ghosts and vision, he learns that the war is not the worst evil he and his new friend, Nurse Frances Shaw, face. Together and apart, Francis and Virgil combat madness and hell itself. Oh, this art is good. Whoops. So, yeah, Taylor and I think John Arcudi was one of the most interesting guests we've ever had. He had a hilarious sense of humor and was just telling us all kinds of stories from being in the industry for so long. He had an amazing amount of stories. And he's, of course, helped write some of Lou's favorite stuff.
Uh-huh.
So
KPRD.
Two Moons, Volume 1. I think it's ongoing. Then I am still sucked into the X-Men trade paperbacks, Reign of X
God bless you.
3.
You keep coming back for that, man.
And this is from IST. These next two, I think Reign of X was from IST also. Kristen browbeat me into getting Sweet Tooth the Return. I have no idea how. I'm just fascinated with how it could be possible that there's a Sweet Tooth 2.
Wait, this is a sequel to Sweet Tooth?
Yeah, Sweet Tooth the Return.
Oh, I gotta read this. Wow.
Gus had antlers and lived with his father in a little cabin in the woods. Then his father died, and the big man with cold eyes took Gus away. Gus went on many adventures, found friends, love, happiness, family, and acceptance. Now, years later, it begins again. A young boy with antlers and deer-like features wakes in a bizarre and completely foreign world where the last humans struggle to survive. They tell the boy...
Is it Detroit? I bet it's Detroit.
They tell the boy he is special, he is chosen, and that he alone can help them take back to the world from the oppressive hybrids. Sweet Tooth the Return is no rehash of the original series, but rather a bold reimagining of the Sweet Tooth mythology, taking elements of the original series and remixing them into something familiar but totally new. Blah, 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 blah. Collects all 6 issues of Sweet Tooth the Return. And when I say Kristen browbeat me into getting it, she just said, get it and we'll both read it together. And it sounded like a good idea.
This is Jeff Lemire writing this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
With Jose okay. Gio, you pronounce this.
Villarrubia.
Nice. It does look like Jeff Lemire art, but what does Jose do in this? 300 years later is when it happens. Sweet Tooth Return. Oh, Jose is the colorist. Jeff Lemire does everything else.
Yeah, because Sweet Tooth had a pretty definitive ending, the book series.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, Roberto. And this was one of those books from Vault that I always like Vault comics because they sound so amazing.
Oh, you got it.
We talked about this one, right?
Yeah.
Did you get it, or am I the only one?
No, I haven't gotten it yet.
Black Stars. You want to?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you and it was you and I that talked about it. Black Stars Above. The year is 1887 and a storm brews. Eulalie Dubois has spent her entire life tending to her family's trap line, isolated from the world. A chance free.
Are they French? Are the characters French in this?
Her name is French.
Then I don't care. All right, keep going.
It's just her name. No, these. Oh, what? I don't know. It looks like it's like Canada. Are you all right with Canada? Like Quebec?
Okay. They're okay.
Yeah. Freedom comes in the form of a parcel that needs delivering to a nameless town north of the wilderness. Little does Eulalie know, something sinister hides in those woods and it yearns for what she carries. Come on, that sounds good.
That does sound good.
Got a recommendation, Jess? If you love
Barbaric hardcover. Okay.
A barbarian. And
yeah, with his talking axe. I have heard about that one. Then, because I needed an extra book to get free shipping, I got Harley Quinn.
Nice.
This sounded interesting to me. The Joker's. I just got it, so I can open it and show you the art. Just a sec. Let's see if my mouth harp will open it. Oh yeah, dual purpose. The Joker is dead. Batman is behind bars. In a new age of villains, only Harley can save Gotham. 2 years after Azrael wiped out Gotham's deadliest villains in Batman Curse of the White Knight, the stage is set for a new criminal uprising. From the shadows, a visionary mastermind known as the Producer is assembling a colorful roster of new rogues headlined by his alluring recruit, Starlet, an actor turned serial killer with a vendetta against Gotham's golden age film stars.
Already sounds better than Punchline.
When Starlet's grisly crime scene hints at an impossible link to the Joker, Gotham Central, aided by eager young FBI agent Hector Quimby, turns to Harley Quinn to crack the case. But Harley is struggling to navigate her new role as a single mother to the late Jack Napier's twins, and revisiting Gotham's underworld, even as a good guy, will force her to fight her own worst instincts and flirt with danger. Determined she can balance it all, Harley accepts Bruce Wayne's guidance and inches closer to the killer, and when the Producer's twisted script comes into full focus, she must confront her past to protect her children and Gotham from a fatal final act.
Cool.
So, yeah, I'm going to be reading this right after I watch the Assault on Arkham movie tonight. I believe this is Katana Collins. She's married to Sean Murphy. Is that right?
No idea.
Don't know.
Okay, I don't know either. A thrilling standalone addition to Sean Murphy's White Knight universe, expanding on the events of Batman White Knight and Curse of the White Knight.
I love those first two books. They're so much fun.
White Knight and Curse of the White Knight?
Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
I went back and reread them, and I really dug them.
Yeah.
So I think I don't know if she's married to Sean Murphy or not, but Sean Murphy has a role in this. Let's see, because he's on the front cover.
Yeah, you got your answer. Sass Murph says it's written by Sean Murphy's wife.
Okay, it's part of the Murphyverse. Katana Collins, script story, Sean Murphy, story covers, Matteo Scalera, art, variants. Lou, who does the colors?
Is it Jade? No, not Jade. Dave Stewart?
Yep.
Then it's going to look beautiful.
That's the one colorist I really know. And
Matteo Scalera does art on this?
Yeah.
Oh, then I got to pick this up. I have to read this.
Yeah, it's a continuation of the Murphyverse, as Saz Murphy said.
Black Science, he's the artist on that, and I stopped reading that book halfway because I feel like it would read a lot better completed. And I love Scalera's work on Black Science, so I really need to pick this up and check it out.
And speaking of Remender and Black Science, I got the second volume of Low in. Now I can go back and read the whole thing. Extremely nice. Big Herc-and hardcover. $49. Look at this thing.
Is that the only cover for that book?
There's probably a DCBS variant because there was before, I think.
Because I have the variant for volume 1, so.
And I do too, and I don't think this is the variant, so it's not going to match, which I didn't care. I just wanted this book.
Yeah,
it had been a long time coming, and I was told by the untimely Omar that I needed to get this book, so I got it. X Factor, the first one by Peter David.
Nice. That's a cool cover. I like that.
Oh, look at the spine. Wah.
Spinegate.
Spinegate. Don't start it because it'll happen.
So he said this was really good, and I don't know why I trust him, but I did. Yeah. And then I got a Valiant book. I have no idea who Livewire is, but I thought it was cool. It's from Valiant. It's going to go out of print in 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm still holding out hope that I'm going to read the Valiant verse. So I'm still collecting these, and that's it for my haul.
You have never jumped off the Valiant hype train. You are the conductor on that train right now.
I am really someday going to read all of Valiant.
You've read some of it
I
already, right?
did. I got started in 2018 in January.
Yeah.
And I didn't. After 3 books, I went on to something else. It was really good, but I got distracted.
I read mostly the first phase, and then I just forgot to keep going.
That sounds like what I did.
I think I'm on the same page too. I think I read everything up to Harbinger War.
Yeah,
And after that,
I did
dropped
too.
off.
Yeah, same.
It was good.
My dog is making noises upstairs, like she has to go out.
Yep.
So I'm going to mute myself, and you guys talk about previews or whatever you want to talk about. I got to go let her out.
Got it. Let me do previews here for DC. So from DC Comics,
Mm-hmm.
we are getting a lot of Batman books. No, but seriously, we're getting Basketful of Heads trade paperback
Joe Hill.
from Joe Hill. Batman Brave and the Bold Bronze Age Omnibus Volume 3 is coming out. Know a lot of people are excited for that one. And this, I don't know. I don't think it'll contain the codes, but if you like Batman Fortnite 0 Point, it's getting a hardcover. That's also coming out. More Batman. We've got Batman in the 50s, a collection of a bunch of random issues of Batman in the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
I do like this cover, though. It's awesome. I love it. Let's see what else we got over here. Bunch of single issues. Black Manta has a series, a limited series. I'll probably get the trade when that comes out. DC Superhero Girls Ghosting trade paperback. And a Black Label book. Surprise! It's another Batman book. Joker Harley Criminal Sanity hardcover from Cami Garcia.
I'm good.
We are also getting another Batman book, Next Batman Second Son hardcover. This is this part of the Future State stuff? I don't know. I have no idea. But you're getting that. I don't see anything else. What else is there here? Is this Ambush Bug?
I think you're right. Yeah.
Wow. All right.
That's a deep cut of a character.
Yeah.
Right there. I think this is the first time me reading comics. I'm not reading a single Batman book. I'm just done.
Good.
I'm
Good for you. I love it.
Done.
And YA novel Whistle, a New Gotham City Hero. So yeah, it's mostly Batman this week.
Some of those
for Basketful of Heads.
Some of those YA books are actually pretty good.
I haven't read a single one, but they look interesting.
There was a Batgirl one that was pretty good. I liked it a lot.
And also, I want to point out that Scarecrow looks like he's part of Apex Legends, but it's pretty cool. I like it. You know the guy I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Apex? Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I like that design.
Okay, so now we're going to switch to regular previews.
Oh, is Joshua Williamson writing Batman soon?
I have no idea.
Apparently he is.
Cool.
That might get me to read it.
Are the War of the Kings Omnis worth getting into? Jess will say no. I will say yes. I thought they were really fun.
I will say yes.
I dug them.
But I think... Wait, no. I'm thinking about Annihilation. No, I didn't like the War of Kings stuff.
No.
There you go. There's the answer.
Once you start getting into the Darkhawk stuff, it takes a real deep turn into Noville.
Lou is so right. Oh my god, that
bad.
traumatized me. That was horror.
Yeah, the Annihilation stuff is great.
Yes,
it's fun. Then War of Kings happened.
I thought Annihilation Conquest was even better than Annihilation.
I agree.
but then I hit a really hard wall with the Darkhawk stuff and War Kings.
Jesus has a good point. The Marvel Cosmic is like a $500 money pit.
Is that are all those books in? Did you just show it? Are those books in print now, or are all of them out of print? Or
I think War of Kings is out of print. I'm not too sure. One of them is out of print.
But they keep coming back in print.
Yeah, they'll be back.
Yeah.
Here's stuff that's coming out from Image Comics. I'm really excited about this. Deep Beyond Trade Paperback Volume 1, which is really fun. 7 to Eternity Volume 4.
Finally.
Yep. This still doesn't have a deluxe hardcover, right?
Well, as soon as I get Volume 4, it will.
They're going to announce it. Yeah.
Yeah.
From Dark Horse, we have Cuphead Volume 2, Cartoon Chronicles and Calamities.
Those are comics?
Yeah.
Those look fun.
I need to pick that up. I didn't know that.
Yep. They've been printing them for a while.
I really wanted to play that game, but everybody said it was too hard for me.
Play it, even though you're gonna die a lot and you're gonna hate it. Still play it for the art style and for the tribute to the classic cartoons from the yesteryears.
Die a lot and hate it. You're not selling me on it. I'd rather get the comic.
I'd love the game, but I'm terrible at it. I still haven't finished that game. I keep dying.
Well, it's supposed to be super hard. There's no easy setting on it, and you just get crushed. And I'm not going to do that to myself. I get crushed on everything on easy, so I don't. I don't know why I'd play a super hard game like that. I love the art style.
It's frustrating and annoying, but
but get it, says Gio.
But get it. Artistically speaking, it is an amazing game.
That's a pull quote for the back of the box. It's frustrating and annoying, but get it, says Gio from Geek and Geekdom.
There you go. We are also getting EC Archives Shock Suspense Stories. Empowered Omnibus Volume 3. Malika Warrior Queen Volume 1.
Was there a Aiku saying Jess will probably like the Joker Harley Criminal Sanity book? Was that a Luna thing?
Yeah, I'll go back to it.
Oh, all right, but not until. Yeah, okay, thanks.
You like one half of that sentence.
The Harley part?
The Harley part.
I hate the Joker part. You're right.
Here we have Stephen McCraney's Space Boy Omnibus Volume 1. Stranger Things Library Edition Volume 1. Freaking Stranger Things gets a library edition, but no Inhumans Omnibus. What the hell? Anyways, IDW Sonic the Hedgehog Spanish edition, El Destino Dr. Eggman.
Ooh, Sonic the Telemundo version.
Yeah, that's cool.
Spanish read that. I love to hear you speak the native language of Sonic. What's that whole thing say?
The native language of Sonic.
Yeah, read it. Read the description.
All right, it says here. Sonic Hedgehog Spanish Edition Volume 2, El Destino de Dr. Eggman. Después de su última batalla, el Dr. Eggman ha estado misteriosamente ausente de la vida de Sonic. ¿Qué electrizante secreto descubrirá Sonic cuando se entere de la localización del Doctor?
Wow.
Además,
interesting.
También está su viejo enemigo Shadow, el erizo. Muchas ideas y vueltas en el curso de esta trepidante aventura, veloz y llena de acción, pero con un poco de ayuda de sus amigos, incluyendo un nuevo aliado, Sonic será lo suficientemente rápido como para superar cualquier obstáculo. Incluye los números 5 al 8 de la serie regular.
Now you're just showing off.
Comes out September 1st.
What is that? What language? September 1st?
Septiembre, 1 de septiembre, 2021.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Very nice.
And
here is Omni-Gideon.
Wow.
Yeah, let's go, baby. Spend that money, son. We've got Captain America by Rick Remender Omnibus, 2 covers. Cosmic Ghost Rider Omnibus, 2 covers for that.
Jesus.
Yeah, there are.
Fantastic Four Omnibus Volume 3 reprint with 2 covers. Fantastic Four Omnibus Volume 4 with 2 covers.
Wow.
That closes out the Kirby saga.
Loki Omnibus with 2 covers.
Whoa. I forgot
Marvel
about
Portfolio In-Hyuk Lee. Mighty, nobody cares about this. Mighty Marvel Masterworks Avengers.
Those little books, yeah.
Another thingamajig. Miss Marvel, whatever. Spider-Man by McFarlane Omnibus reprint with 2 covers.
Isn't this like the 4th reprint of that?
Yes, actually 3 covers.
3 covers.
Yep. And X Factor by our friend Leah Williams.
Our girl Leah Williams.
Yeah.
So
that's
look at all those Omnis they're pumping out this week.
That's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 omnibus from Marvel Comics.
That's crazy.
That's
6 in a week.
That is ridiculous, man. No, seriously, I think that's absolutely insane and ridiculous. And half of them are reprints. Aren't they afraid of maybe oversaturating with this type of stuff?
I mean, DC's not doing anything, so free market for them.
Yeah.
Are you getting Captain America, Jess?
I'm the one that's responsible for it because I bought the trades 2 days before it got announced.
So which cover do you prefer between the two?
If I could get it, I'm not getting it because I'm keeping the trades in protest.
Good.
I would say I actually both of them are nice, but I kind of dig the Romita Jr. one.
Yeah, I like that too. It's a little bit more dramatic.
I'm getting the Cosmic Ghost Rider one. I love the baby Thanos one right there that you just highlighted.
Yeah,
that's got baby Thanos on him, but I think I'm getting the cover with his motorcycle.
J. Scott Campbell cover?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm getting that cover.
Yeah, that one looks more badass.
Hey guys, I gotta get out of here actually. So
all right. Where can they find you? Comics Guide on YouTube.
Comics Guide 101 on Twitter and Comics Guide 101 on YouTube. I should have a video coming out later this week for Ed Gein, and I probably will put up a video of my thoughts on Shang-Chi when I watch it eventually. So
Nice.
Good night, everybody.
All right.
Good night, buddy. Man. Peace and love.
Bye. And then there were 2. So let's go through this list. Are you getting any of this, the Fantastic Four stuff?
I'm getting volume 4. I'm getting the original cover, the Kirby DM. Yeah.
Nice.
I already have 3.
You don't mind the whole spine thing, right?
I have no control over it, so no, it doesn't. It's the way it is.
That's the perfect way to look at it.
I have 0 control over it. So
Loki, I don't think you're interested in that, right?
No, that's all his appearances. It's one of those appearances books. So there's no. I mean, there are a couple of connected stories in there, but it's just all his appearances from Journey into Mystery 89 on, or whatever number it was that he appeared in. So that doesn't really appeal to me.
Yeah. And you already have this, I think.
I absolutely do not, because I hated that.
Oh.
I disliked his Spider-Man run with a fiery passion. I just that Torment story with the lizard in it. I was just like, what is this?
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it, but it does look pretty.
Oh yeah, there's no denying his art is awesome.
Yep. And Boom Studios' Last Witch graphic novel.
Oh, Lazy Bum has a comment that's actually quite relevant right there at the very bottom.
This one?
Yeah.
Loki is a sampler Omni, and sampler Omnis are high-risk purchases.
I agree with that 100%. Sampler Omnis are a 50-50 gamble. Yeah, he's right about that. He or she. They.
Yeah. Joe Blue says, thank God I'm digital now.
Yeah. I'm trying to be digital.
Spoonful of Brody says, X Factor Volume 1 is actually pretty good. Amazing Mary Jane is probably the best Williams work, though.
I love The Amazing Mary Jane. That first book was great.
Nice.
Yeah, I agree.
Here are the other graphic novels that are coming out. All Time Low presents Young Renegades. Artie and the Wolf Moon. That looks cool. Baker Street Irregulars graphic novel adventure slipcase set. Beak and Alley Bedtime Jitters. That looks fun. Boruto. Another Spanish book. Canciones of Federico Garcia Lorca. Cat and Cat Adventure Volume 1, Quest for
Oh,
Snack.
Kristen's going to be getting that.
Oh, for sure. City of Dragons, Volume 1. That looks cool. I like that. Crueler Than Dead from Ablaze Comics. This is a manga, by the way. It looks like a graphic novel, but it's a manga.
Oh, trying to trap me.
Yep. Cypress Hill has a comic. Oh my God, why?
Smoking that chronic.
Oh, okay. The Dark. Here's something for you. Dark Judges: Fall of Dead World hardcover, Volume 3 from.
Oh, yeah. I need to get this and volumes 1 and 2.
Yep.
Yeah. I better write that down. Okay. Dark Judges: Fall of Dead World. Dark Judges: Fall of Dead World.
Is there well, I'll ask you in a bit. It's about Judge Dredd, but let me keep reading these. Dead World Archives, Book 8. Dr. Stone, Volume 18. Dragon Ball Super, Volume 14. Freaks and Gods, Volume 1. Oh, that looks cool. I'm going to read that in a bit. Good Night Hem, hardcover. Goonies Illustrated Storybook. Gorgo Attacks. I really want to read this. With another cover, soft cover and hardcover. Gotcha. IQ Volume 45, H.P. Lovecraft, Dragon, Ideal Sponger Life, Volume 9, Basketball Big Shots, La Muerta Lives, Volume 2, in hardcover and trade paperback.
Who's that from? Coffin Comics.
I've never heard of Coffin Comics in my life.
La Muerta Lives. Okay.
And a Volume 2.
Wow.
Legend of the Scarlet Blades, Love Me, Love Me Not, Man and His Cat. Kristen is definitely getting this. Manga Classics, Modern English Edition, Macbeth. So this is Macbeth.
Kill me now.
Here's Mashal, Volume 2, Minnie Mouse, Big Dreams. I want to read this from Mirka Andolfo, Unsacred, Volume 2.
Is she the one that did Paprika?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
This is another sex comedy thing. Relationship between an angel and a devil, I think. Something like that.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
My Hero Academia, Volume 29, and Miss Marvel, Night Bus, Nod Away graphic novel, Volume 2, The Old Geezers, Volume 2, Orient, Volume 4.
That's for me.
Pirates, City of Skulls, Plus Sized Elf, Volume 7, Prince Freya, Volume 5. These are all manga. Reincarnated as a Soul, Volume 7, Saint Seiya, Saint Tia Show, Sengi and Tembo. That sounds cool. Sherlock Holmes Challenge, Irene Adler, hardcover. Show Me History, Frida Kahlo, Revolutionary Painter. Snow White with the Red Hair, Volume 15. Spider-Ham with Great Power, No Responsibility. Springtime by Window, Volume 1. Star Wars High Republic, Edge of Balance, Volume 1. This is a manga, but it's read left to right. Left to right? Yeah. Steins Gate, Volume 1. Sunny Makes a Splash. Sweat and Soap, Volume 5. The Orphan King, Volume 1. Treasure in the Lake. Twin Star Exorcist. Undead Unlock, White Ash, Season 1. Wrong Earth. Oh, you read this, right? Wrong Earth,
yeah.
Night and Day. This is these two alternate versions of the same.
I do read that comic. Wrong Earth, Night and Day.
From Ahoy Comics.
Wrong Earth, Night and Day.
Yakuza Lover, Volume 2, and that's it. Let me show you the.
Yeah. Could you show me the Harley book?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So we're jumping back here with Lunar. Are you going to get the Bronze Age Omnibus?
I'm thinking about it because I think these stories, Volume 2 was not well written. Volume 1 was cool. Volume 2 is awful. I will have to... I'll read some of these stories digitally and see, because Bronze Age, this is mid Bronze Age, and that was really sketchy for me.
Yeah.
For me personally.
It does
So
have great art, though. Look at this. Jim Aparo,
Tim Aparo in there, yeah.
Fantino, Giordano, and Jose Luis Garcia Lopez.
Yeah, these might be really good because the second one was not good. I may get this one, and then it's going to go 1 and 3 with a big gap in between.
Oh yeah,
for all you crazy spine heads out there.
Batman, more Batman, Batman. Here it is. Here's the Joker Harley Criminal Sanity hardcover. This is a DC Black Label book.
Oh, by Cami Garcia.
Yep. And Miko Swayan.
Oh, yeah.
Jason Badauer. I butchered that, I know. Mike Mayhew and Francesco Mattina.
I will be getting this. Even though I hate the right side, I love the left side.
Joker Harley Criminal Sanity introduces readers to Joker and Harley Quinn unlike they've seen before, utilizing forensic psychiatry, behavior analysis, and psychological profiles to create a true-to-life take on these iconic characters that is more terrifying than any psychotic fantasy.
Oh, that sounds great.
Sounds really good. So it's like a real-life take on the two characters.
Yeah, okay, good. That sounds really good. Thank you for going back to that.
And is there anything else here? Nope. Yep.
Awesome. Thank you. It is a mouth harp for Girelli. Good grief.
A beautiful harp.
Now's a good time to talk about InStockTrades.com, where you can get your collected editions up to 50% off. Loyalty discounts add another 2% to that. There's always a giveaway of an InStock Trades gift card at the end of every month of $50 to a lucky viewer out there. And $50 or more in an order will get you free shipping in the United States. Fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's InStockTrades.com. Right on, man.
Did American Gods sell out or just delayed?
Oh, that has a really nice big package, big slipcase, really gorgeous thing that's coming out this month. That is it's coming out this month. I remember seeing it on the preview show I do with Chris.
Yeah.
It's a gorgeous 2-volume slipcase thing. So if it's not this week, I saw it in the previews for this month. That's all I can really tell you. So that's, I think it's this month. That's what we saw in the, go to comicreleases.com, and that's where he has Peak Wholesome Omnidog. Comicreleases.com is Chris's website where he updates it every day to make sure it's correct. So look up September in there and see if you see American Gods still.
Lazy Bum, you got it. Yep. Death Lives.
Death Lives.
Isn't Gorgonzola the UK version of Godzilla? I saw that on MST.
Gorgonzola.
Gorgo. I want to get it. I want to get this book.
What? Oh, there was a book, Gorgo?
Yeah. Gorgo Attacks.
Was that the... Oh.
That's a little video.
Oh, what?
I'm not going to play the audio, but you can see some of the panels.
Okay. Would we get nailed for it?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to risk it.
Yeah, no.
Look at that. I'm interested. Just for my...
Baby Gorgo.
Just
this
for
looks
my
cool.
monster collection.
Where did you... Is that in previews that it came with a video?
Yep. Yep. The height of the atomic war era, Gorgo took on the army, the navy, giant sea monsters, Soviet warmongering, and one-eyed space invaders. Collecting issues 5 through 10 and 12. I kind of want to get it.
Gorgo attacks.
I'll think about it.
Okay. So, do we want to take questions for a couple minutes, or are we all done?
Well, I can do 3 minutes.
3 minutes of questions. Montana 211. I don't know when part 4 of Supergirl is coming out.
Is that the new miniseries?
Yeah, that's his new miniseries that I really want to read, but I'm waiting it out. I'm not going to get that in trade or floppy or anything. I'm waiting for the hardcover, no matter what size it is. Because I just saw that Rorschach and Strange Adventures just came up for order on IST's sister site, DCBS. So I know they're getting hardcovers.
Yeah.
I am waiting it out. No more trades.
No more trades.
No more trades.
Did you guys read Radiant Black? I haven't yet.
I haven't yet either.
I think the first trade came out last week or the week before, something like that.
I will get the hardcover. Hardcover.
Gio, I know you like Aquaman and ocean-themed books in general. Have you read Low? I'll be completely honest. I own the first hardcover. I haven't gotten the second one. When I got it back in, that was 2017 or 2018, something like that. I started reading it and really liking it. And I never finished, and I completely forgot to keep going. So I have no idea what the story's about. I know it's underwater because the earth boiled over at the top, and people they live in the ocean.
Yeah.
And there's not space pirates. There are pirates and family. The main dad gets kidnapped or something like that.
I can't remember. I read that and Black Science like 4 years ago, and I need to start over at this point.
I'm going to read it again because I'm waiting for a specific book to come out. Hopefully, Low's still available, and I can order the two together and read the whole thing.
What's the other one you're waiting for?
I'm waiting on the IDW Godzilla book, the last one that they're printing.
Oh, okay.
And that was supposed to come out last month, but it got delayed for I think 2 weeks from now. So fingers crossed, Low stays in stock, and I can order the two together because I don't want to make two separate orders for that.
I get it. Yeah, I totally get it.
Oh, James has a cool question. Did you and your daughter work on your Lego and or film root beer review?
Thank you for asking, James. Sadly, my daughter is not into Lego. That's going to be a solo project. I found out yesterday. She thought it was cool. She thought the Rusty Biscuit was really cool, but and I have lights for it that I got from a third-party seller, so I can light it up. But she was not interested. I mean, she was nice about it, but it didn't interest her. And she's off of sugar for a while, so it's going to be a couple months before we do a root beer review of root beer tasting. But thank you very much for asking. That's nice of you. Thank you.
Did you guys see that Alan Moore's Providence came out in a complete collection recently?
I did not. I have a collection of it, but I didn't know that it came out. I have a complete collection of it.
I think so.
You're saying that there was another one?
Maybe it was a reprint.
Oh, okay.
Bronze Age Justice League Volumes 2 and 3. Yay or nay? I'm going to say
2,
nay.
2 nay. 3 yay. Skip 2. Oh, wait. Justice League. Bronze Age. Oh, Bronze Age Justice League 2 and 3. Nay.
There we go.
Nay, nay, nay. Nay to the nay, nay. That's what drove me out of comics. Right.
Don't get it.
No. Bronze Age JL is what drove me out of comics when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
Save your money.
Yep. Soft cover, complete collection.
Oh, okay. Those are divisive comics. That Providence, they're divisive.
For Girelli, don't worry about it, man. We know.
Thick trade that collects all the whole series. I think the hardcovers are super out of print. Oh, okay. I have a hardcover collection of it. That's upstairs.
Why are we? Oh, this was. I'm looking at older stuff to see if we missed anything before we wrap up. Cleveland Brown was talking about statues. I'm like, what? And yeah, it was when we were talking about War of the Kings.
Oh, yeah. Neonomicon is way weird.
I don't see that.
What, Neonomicon?
The comment?
Spoonful of Brody at 10:02.
Oh, sorry. I thought somebody was named Neonomicon
No,
in
that
chat.
book
I'm like,
was
I don't see
crazy.
anybody named like that.
Yeah, that was extremely crazy, that book. Yeah.
That thumbs down guy is a huge comic fan. He's got all the masterworks. God bless him. I mean, he's always watching. I appreciate him. Thank
Good
you.
for that guy.
Yeah, good for him. I read the Going Gray epic, which covers Hulk just before Peter David, and the writing style is annoying. People explain their backstory over and over and over and over and over and over. Jess, have you read Scales and Scoundrels? It was an Image series that went 12 issues. It found a new home at TKO with 2 volumes. The first reprints the Image issues, and the second is all new material.
I'm not familiar with it, Ghost. Is that a series that you recommend since you're bringing it up? Oh, it's a really fun all ages story. Ghost Who Walks 2040 says it's a really fun all ages story. Scales and Scoundrels, and it's now at TKO. Okay, I'll check that out.
I want it.
You do?
I know what it is. Yeah. I didn't recognize the name, but I know the cover. Look at this. This.
Oh, I recognize that too. That's a TKO?
Yep.
Okay.
Gorgeous multicultural fantasy adventure follows treasure hunter Luvender as she searches for gold and glory, as she dives into an epic journey along with a young prince, his stern bodyguard, and a plucky young dwarf. Our heroes will discover a secret that will bring light to a world encroached upon by an ancient darkness.
Okay, I'll get that. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I wanted to check these out, and I totally forgot. So thank you for reminding us.
I get it. Oh, wait, what's it say? Are they having a sale? Because they do sales and stuff all the time. What? Order now, get a free trading cards. Thumbs down, guy.
I'm good, TKO.
Nah, Lazy Bum TKO only sells on its site and in comic stores.
Yeah.
It's mail order, online, and in LCSs.
Cursed Dragon Prince. I'm not going to read that. But you can get it paperback signed edition or just a regular paperback.
Ooh, signed edition.
Here's some of the artwork.
Ghost Who Walks. You did us a favor.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I totally forgot about it. Thank you. Yeah, I'll try and get this.
Yeah, I want to get this now too.
I think Fangirls got these books. I'm not too sure.
Oh,
I may be
Kristen
mistaken.
hasn't talked to me about this book. This sounds like a book she would tell me about.
Limited edition collectible. I don't care about the cards.
Yeah, no, trading cards you can keep.
No, I'm good with that. These are the shorts. Don't care.
What else do they have?
This wave, which I haven't read. I know you read it.
The pull was awful. awful.
Really? I really want to read it because of the art. It's so manga-esque.
Yeah, but Steve Orlando hits new lows in it.
What about Savage Knights?
Gosh, Taylor and I reviewed these, I feel like a year ago. So I think I remember like now that was great. All 4 of those books were great.
I have not read this wave.
Oh, Sarah is awesome by Garth Ennis. I like Seven Deadly Sins. I loved Goodbye Paradise, and I love Fearsome Dr. Fang. That was a great wave. That was their first wave.
I remember the second one, which we reviewed on the channel. All of us got review copies. That was awesome.
That was, except Sentient was the only thing that was good. The Banks was one of the worst things I've ever read.
The Banks, I didn't like it.
Ever.
Yeah, Pound for Pound was fun. It was like a B-movie action flick. I dug it.
I kept that one and Sentient.
Yeah, and Eve of Extinction was all right.
It was okay.
Yep.
The Banks, garbage can.
And they're making a movie out of it.
What?
I suspect it may work better as a movie than a comic. I don't know.
We should get into writing comics then. If this thing gets a movie, I can write a comic then too.
I think it was auctioned for a movie. I'm not too sure.
Okay. Lazy Bum says, what are the best TKO books to try? Let's tell him the first wave. I haven't read any of the. Okay. You can not go wrong at all getting all 4 of these first waves. Yeah. Sarah's one of the best books you're ever going to read. Seven Deadly Sins was fun. Goodbye Paradise was great. And Fearsome Dr. Fang was fantastic. So you can get those, Lazy Bum. And then the other one, is it right above it? Sentient?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sentient by Jeff Lemire is fantastic with amazing art. If you're getting all the first wave, just get Sentient and you'll be all set.
Yeah.
But you have to get Sarah.
This is wave 3, right?
Yeah, it was okay. The poll was awful and the other 2 were okay.
And have you read any of those shorts?
I have not.
And
but I'm definitely ordering Scales and Scoundrels.
Yeah, it looks really fun.
Because Ghost Who Walks 2040 alerted me to it. Thank you, buddy. Thank you very much. The poll is something, everybody needs to read. I agree with that. Everybody needs to read Sarah, and everybody needs to avoid the poll.
Spoonful of Brody, this is the exact reason why I was interested. It has mad Studio Trigger vibes to it. They're famous for Kill la Kill. Very
trash la trash. I mean,
I don't know.
Oh,
I'll skip it. But I do want to get. I want to get wave 1 because I never.
Yeah, all 4 of them are fantastic. Yeah. I mean, Sarah's just another level. And then the other 3 are great, but Sarah's on top of everything. It's with Sentient. It's the 2 best books that have come out from TKO.
And supposedly these are getting hardcover treatments. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, sure.
I think that's what I read.
Well, they're pretty big trades. I mean, they were really nice sized trades.
I think there's an Amazon solicit for wave 1 in like hardcover.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Let me check if that's still true. Amazon.
Yeah, these are the books, Lazy Bum, you need to get with Sentient.
Yep, hardcover is solicited for February of next year. 50
I'm fine with the trades.
The trades are already hardcover sized, right?
Yeah. Or you can get them in floppies that are in a nice case, like a slip case, the floppies, and these trades.
Yeah.
And you can get I think you can order individual floppies too. I'm not sure. If you get the set, they give you multiple options.
Yeah. But Sentient is good. This is from the same artist that did what was the Marvel series from Tom
it's Vision.
Vision, yeah. Same artist.
Yeah, it's really great. Oh, stop showing me the banks. I'm going to jump off the roof.
And what is this, a werewolf comic? Because I love werewolves.
Yeah, I think so. I feel like we read them a year ago. So if you read the description.
Stu is a private detective with one hell of a trick up his sleeve and a monster under his skin. When the one person he cares about is murdered, Stu unleashes the beast he's kept hidden inside and paints the town red. From best-selling creators Steve Niles, Salvatore Simeone, and the entire available story in a trade paperback or 6-issue box set.
Gosh, I can't remember. I just know you should stay away from the poll. The other two I think were probably fine.
Oh, this is violent. I dig it.
Oh yeah. It paints the town red with blood.
I'm interested.
But you should, with TKO, you need to wait. Subscribe to their site, and they always have like buy one get two free or something. Buy one get one free. So don't order yet. Wait till they send out a promo, because they always have promos. Buy one get one free, 50% off, something like that.
Yeah. Oh, this one looks fantastic. I love this art.
Which one's this?
Delia?
Delia?
Delia? I don't know how you say that. Inspired by West African folklore, Delia blah, 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 tells the remarkable tale of Prince Mansour and his royal storyteller Awa as they journey to reach the mysterious wizard Somauro, who guards a fearsome power that he once used to destroy the world. This is up my alley. I want to read this.
Yeah, this sounds good. West African folklore? I am in.
We never get that in comics, unfortunately.
No, this sounds remarkable. Don't let me down, TKO. I'm going to get this too. Scales and Scoundrels. What's this? Gileia? Wait.
I think the J is silent. I'm not too sure.
Delia?
I would say Delia because I'm going off from like Django, for example, where the D is silent.
Uh-huh.
Maybe it's Jalea.
Maybe the D and the J are silent.
Yeah.
It's Alea.
Alea. Or Leah. Or just A. Just I don't know. Jelly
Jelia.
Delia Thoris.
Delia Thoris.
Awesome. Did you know she has there's a new book from that, right? Deja Thoris versus John Carter or something like that?
I saw that. Is it out, or is it just being solicited?
I think it's coming out.
Okay.
Thoris versus John Carter.
I'm going to do where to start with Deja Thoris, and it'll get 250 views.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be worth it because you get to talk about her and show off the art.
Yeah, but I'll love it, and instead of 5,000 views, I'll get like 200 views.
It comes out November 24th.
Okay. I'll get it.
Dynamite. Deja Thoris versus John Carter of Mars.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, well, where can they find you on the internet?
It's like Django. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Okay.
You can find me on my channel, A Week in Geekdom, where I talk about anime, comics, manga, all that fun stuff. A Week in Geekdom.
And you can find me, OmniDog, on the YouTube, OmniDog's Vault, and Instagram, OmniDogs_Vault.
Yeah.
On Instagram. Yeah.
So that's about it, gang. Thank you to the sponsor, right? We did that.
Thank you to InStockTrades.com for being our sponsor. Thank you to my co-hosts. Thank you to the chat. Very appreciative of the chat tonight, and those who are watching afterwards. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Peak Wholesome OmniDog. We thank you for watching very much. We always appreciate it. Peace and love. Peace and love.
Bye, everybody.